Hi everybody, this is David Damian with David Damian Live. Thank you so much for joining us today. We truly, truly appreciate it. As promised yesterday, I told you we were going to have a surprise guest, and I'm going to deliver on that promise. But before we do that, I wanted to let you know that I'm so grateful for all of you who have been watching. We have like 50,000 viewers, and it just blows my mind that in just short 2 weeks, we've done 20 guests, and we have our 21st guest today. She's cooking something today. Oh my God, I wish we had like smell-o-vision. Let me show you some of the ingredients. Guacamole, or actually these are avocados that are gonna go into, and these are just some, she's handing me this stuff. Tortilla strips. But anyway, why don't you come on in and show us what you're doing?
Hi.
Surprise!
Hi.
Oh my God, we have all these people watching already.
David Damian's here at my
Yes.
house.
And all our buddies and everything are here
Well,
too.
the gang's always
Yeah,
here.
they're always there.
They live here.
So what are you cooking? What are you
I
cooking?
made David tortilla soup, which
Oh
is
my
a tradition with
gosh.
David and I. I've been making this since I was poor, right?
Well, I thought you were still. No, that's me. That's me. That's you. That's me and my little low-budget show here. I'm poor.
My
So
friends
anyway.
are hungry, so I'm gonna make
That's great.
their bowls. So we always start with like the tortilla strips and
Okay.
then we put everything back.
Alrighty, and so we have some tequila here. This will be good too, right?
That's gonna be
Tequila.
good. Tequila.
And then we have limes.
Limes.
So tell me what happened. So you have the pot going here, and you have sort of like
That's
a,
been cooking for a while.
Okay.
It's ancho chiles and tomato
Uh-huh.
and garlic, and you make a mix, and then you put some chicken broth, and then you
Okay.
fry all of these
Alrighty.
amazing tortilla strips.
Okay.
And then you pour the soup over it. And then these are the condiments: queso fresco, aguacate, cilantro.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. So like Eva, you're like in 3 continents in a week sometimes.
I am.
And so
I know.
for you to be able to do this for us is so amazing. It's totally appreciated.
I get so excited to see David.
Yeah,
Any
same
excuse,
here.
he's like, I'm coming to do a show. I'm like, what show? What are you
I know.
doing? I'm cooking.
So, because you're going to serve this right now real quick?
Yeah, look, this is
Whoa.
chicken. I put
Oh
the
my
chicken and
gosh.
then I put the juice
This
all over.
smells so good.
I know, it is good.
Wow.
All right, you guys,
Wow.
you're going to have to come make your bowls.
Okay, so we have Bonnie,
Bonnie, come make your bowl.
Lucky.
You
That's
want to
great.
make Adam's bowl?
Okay.
There's
Say hi,
aguacate.
Bonnie. Say hi.
Hi. I just put the tortilla strips and then everybody puts their own condiment.
That's great. Okay, so let me get out of the way here so you can put some avocado and some lechuga.
Sugar, cilantro.
There's
Wow.
lechuga. And you know what? I bought these
Lechuga?
bowls in Mexico. I bought them in Mexico.
Oh, those are like talavera, right? I love those.
Yes.
You gonna give me one, please? Okay.
Okay, let me mix
All right,
away.
that's yours.
And so we have some action going on here, and I'm so hungry. We have to do this show though.
I know.
So while they're doing
While
that,
they're doing that,
yeah,
what do you want to
Eva,
talk about?
I want to talk about, this must be like cooking must be like a major stress reducer, right?
It's like therapy for me. I love coming home. I'll fly in from Europe, and the first thing I want to do is cook. I just
And
want
you do these massive meals for all your friends, and it's like, where did this recipe come from?
You know what? I got this one from like Red Book or something. Tortilla soup. And I'm like a tortilla soup connoisseur. I eat it every time it's in a restaurant. I order it and I taste it. I'm like, So this has kind of been a mix of recipes over the years. But it wasn't. I didn't grow up with tortilla soup. Sopa de tortilla was not a staple in the Tex-Mex diet.
Okay.
Because I'm a Texican.
You're a Texican. I'm a Mexican-American girl. So I want to say hi to all the people in the Southwest out there. And so we're just like,
I want to say hi to Texas.
yeah. So let me see here.
Texas.
So, okay, so you're gonna make another bowl
I'm
with
gonna make
that?
this for you.
Oh, thank you.
No.
Thank you so much. Really
So
appreciate
what else? What
it. So,
else do you know?
I wanted to talk to you about your new line of clothing.
My clothing line! Isn't that amazing? Well,
It's at the limited.
It's at
It's at the limited. And I think I took a little photo here of it real quick.
Did
Yeah, let me see if I can show this to our folks out there.
It's so amazing.
Let me see here. Look at that. And did you design these clothes? Or?
Yes,
Look
people
at
don't
that.
know.
And you can get it at the limited. Can you see that?
Limited.com.
Yeah, the limited.com.
Little known secret is I sew. I have been sewing
I
my whole
know.
life. Yes, I used to sew my throw pillows. Remember when I lived in Silver Lake?
I know.
David and I lived down the street from each other.
That's right.
And I used to throw my sew pillows, my throw pillows, my curtains, my duvets, everything in my house was I sewed it. So I've been sewing for a long time, and I've been wanting to do my clothing line for a very long time. And I finally had the time to dedicate to it because it's a lot of work. And I
Right.
design everything. Sourcing the materials, sourcing the textiles, the stitching, the construction, the marketing, the shoot, everything about it I love.
And so how do you come up with an idea? Like if you're coming out with so many products and so much, just so much, I'm just bringing out with like TV, film, clothing line, emojis. Look at the emojis.
I have emojis, the Eva emojis.
Eva emojis.
You can't see them, but they're
They have
amazing.
food.
They're like Latino inspired.
Yeah, just go on the app and go
Go to the App Store,
Yeah.
and then you'll find Eva emojis. And what I found was there wasn't enough female jobs in the Apple emojis. Like,
Right.
there wasn't a lawyer, there wasn't an entrepreneur, there wasn't a judge, there wasn't a military woman. So I wanted to make empowerment emojis. So there's all these different jobs: nurse, soldier, doctor, karate. And then I wanted to also do an ode to my Latino heritage. So there's a lot of
Right.
there's churros, there's nachos, there's
This one-
quesadillas.
This one says, si se puede,
Then
buenos
there's
días.
yes, though my
It goes, ay Dios mío,
Si
besos.
se puede.
Yeah, hey.
And then there's ay Dios mío. Yeah, and buenos días.
Buenos días, and
Your ego is
it's
not your amigo.
I love that one.
Isn't
That's so
that
true.
good?
That's really, really true.
Your ego's not your amigo, people.
That's right. That's right.
How
Listen,
is it, you guys? Is it spicy?
how do you guys like it?
Is
So
that-
we have some folks that are coming in.
What?
Who is your favorite designer that inspires you? This is Nicole Guerrero Foster. Hey, Nicole.
Hi, Nicole. You know what? I get inspiration from real women. So not so much from designers, but like from my mom and my sisters and my girlfriends. And they always tell me like what they need, what they want, what they wish they could find in stores. Lucky loves V-necks. And I have another friend of mine who likes a body conscious dress. She doesn't like A-line. And then I have another friend who likes A-line dresses because she thinks things are too tight. And
Well, when are
so-
you gonna make some like men's clothing? I mean, it's like,
I don't know. Pepe should do the men's
yeah,
right?
yeah. Well,
Pepe,
Somebody
my
should do
husband
it.
is like the fashion
this
icon.
is like
He should do it,
discrimination.
right?
Isn't it? So we have Samantha Lauren Busa.
Yeah.
Texas loves you, Eva, of course. And then Yvonne Carlo from Yuma,
I love you,
Arizona.
Texas.
And then Yvonne Carlo from Yuma, Arizona. You were in Yuma. You did like a secret mission over there,
I
right?
did. I went down with the Border Patrol and we did some work with immigration a couple years ago with Howard Buffett.
Yeah.
Rode along with the
She goes,
Border
top
Patrol.
secret, and I didn't tell anybody. Yeah.
But it was so eye-opening when you
Yeah.
actually go on the front line and learn about it. Anytime I want to learn about an issue, I'll go to like the source.
Yeah.
So we went down to Arizona and we went a lot of places. Yuma, we went everywhere.
I was in Nogales. I go to Tucson as often as I can because my family lives there. And I went to Nogales, and there's this woman named Cheryl Wallen, who Linda Ronstadt introduced me to. She goes, "You gotta meet Cheryl Wallen," and she does water drops. So basically, folks that are crossing the border, the coyotes will tell them that they drop them off, and they'll say,
You can go find water.
they'll see these electrical towers that look like cities at night. They goes, "There's Tucson," but Tucson is really like 6-day walk.
Yeah.
So many people die of
Yeah,
thirst.
so many people
and-
died. By the way, I've walked that just with. We took a helicopter to the border and just walked maybe 10 minutes, and I was dying. Like you could feel the heat through your shoes. You go, how is this 6 days? I've been here 10 minutes, and I'm like, couldn't take it.
But you're doing so much humanitarian work. I know you work with the folks from the Global Gift Gala, and they do a wonderful job
All over the world.
all over the world. And then you work with you have your own foundation.
Well, I have ELF. We call it ELF. 'cause
ELF.
It's the Eva Longoria Foundation. And it helps.
Tell us what you do. I'm
It
sorry.
helps, we have two sides to it, the educational side and the entrepreneurial side. So it helps Latinas, specifically Latinas, because I feel like if you're gonna help any community become economically mobile, you have to help the women. You have to help the women of that community. And so we help Latinas complete their education and go on to higher education, getting them through college, getting them financial aid,
Right.
making sure they know how to apply, make sure they know what a curriculum is. And then we have a parental engagement class for parents to get involved in their child's education. And then we have an entrepreneurial side. We've given over 157 microloans to Latinas wanting
That's
to open small
amazing.
businesses.
Good for you guys.
And what a lot of people don't know is Latinas open small businesses 6 times the national average. So Latinas are the most aspirational entrepreneurial people in the United States.
Wow.
Yeah.
So we have Nayi Leduc. She goes,
Okay.
besos, beos, prayer hands. Hi, Nayi. That's her That's her real name, her show name. I'll tell you off camera what her show name is.
Okay.
She's actually really, really famous. Javier Rodriguez. Hi, Eva. Javier, what do you think?
David Damian.
No.
I think David Damian's amazing, and I love that you're doing this show. I had no idea what you were doing.
I know. It's like,
He was like, "I'm coming over." I said,
we're
"Great."
doing a live show. She goes, okay, let's do it. So I love the limited. This is from Samantha Lauren Busa. I love the limited that I will be adding to my wardrobe after I move to LA next week. Thanks for being an inspiration and my role model. And remember, if you don't, I did some research. If you don't have a limited in your city, they're all over the place. But if you don't, I know a lot of you, the folks that are my friends on Facebook, you live in
order online.
They live in rural areas. You can order them online and it'll show up right to your doorstep.
Limited.com.
Yeah. J.M. Longoria. Hey, David and Eva. So nice seeing y'all together. That looks fantastic. Que espero que todo va bien. And then,
Thank you.
let's see who else we have here. Julia Perez. We were just talking about Julia.
Julia.
Hi, Julia.
Hi, Julia. We were just talking about.
We were just talking about our work on the harvest, all three of us together. One of our many accomplishments is an activist. Have you experienced any form of retaliation in Hollywood or from any professional organizations? That's a good question.
That's a great question.
Yeah, because you're really brave. Let me just interrupt you. I'm sorry. You're really, really brave, and that's one of the things I truly, truly admire, because you and I have worked on some major and very controversial issues. You know, when you fight for what you believe in, and then you take it to Hollywood, and if they like it, or they don't, and you're okay with that.
Yeah. No, I'm okay with that. You know what? There's bigger things in this world to fix that are more important than TV ratings and box office. So I always say that. People go, "Oh, you're so politically active. What happens if it affects your audience?" And I'm like, then it affects my audience, because I think that it's much better to improve society than to have an amazing TV rating.
Well, I was saying this, earlier to Jimmy. I said, at the core of who you are, your family, friends, and you really are a person that lifts people up, and you're always helping a hand to anyone who really,
That's
really
the
needs
reason
it.
why I started my production company, was I wanted to give other Latinos who had aspirations to be a writer, a director, an actor, the opportunity, because we can't, as Latinos, we're underrepresented in TV and film, but if we wait for the opportunity or the door to open, then we're going to be waiting a really long time. So we have to become the door openers. We have to become the gatekeepers. So we have to write our stories, tell our stories, produce our stories, direct our stories, just like what you're doing.
Yeah, that's what I was telling you. I said, the reason why I started
Yeah.
this show is because I wanted to be able to highlight a lot of the Latinos out there, the
They're doing
amazing
amazing
things,
things.
amazing work in
Amazing
Hollywood,
work.
in nonprofit, and with issues. And, I just really proud to be Latino, proud that, that we have this kind of outlet to be able to do this. You can create your own content, like you mentioned. So, Eva,
Wow.
I have something on here that's called,
What?
it's called,
Don't do
so
a
they get it
flashback
up?
photo. Don't do a flashback photo.
No, we're not gonna do a flash.
Do you want some more? Come get more.
We have something called rapid fire questions. that we
Rapid
ask-
fire. Oh, I love rapid fire.
So we ask every single guest that's come on, Dolores Huerta, anybody who's come on the show, except Tom Sines, he didn't want to answer.
You didn't want to do rapid fire?
No, we didn't want to do these.
Tom's calculated and thoughtful and smart and intelligent.
That's right.
I love me some Tom Sines.
Yeah, Tom Sines. When were you the happiest?
This morning, when I woke
Everybody
up.
says that.
When I woke up with my husband.
Wow.
Yes. Every time I have the chance to go to sleep and wake up with my husband, it's a good day.
If you could speak to God, what would you ask him?
Ooh, I would ask him if he's seen my Aunt Elsa.
Now, tell us about your Aunt Elsa. I mean, she was amazing.
She was the inspiration for the cookbook.
Yes. Let me show it to them real quick.
Yeah, no, my
What are you
Aunt
showing?
Elsa.
Eva has when are you going to make skinny girl tortillas or something like that? Look at those. There you go. Skinny girl tortillas, skinny girl salsa, and all that
Right?
stuff.
I know. By the way, if you cook Mexican food right, it's actually healthy, because a lot of it isn't processed. It's all fresh ingredients. All of this was fresh ingredients.
Yes.
Tomatoes, ancho chiles, aguacate. I mean, it's just
Beautiful.
yeah. But
Speaking of avocado, you didn't even speak Spanish when I met you.
now I'm.
Now you speak Spanish fluently, and you speak French. What
French
else
was
do you
my
speak?
second language, and then my third language is Spanish.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
You're always studying.
I'm always studying.
I know. So let me go back to this. Which living person do you most admire and why?
Gosh, that's a good one. Hillary Clinton. I admire her.
Yes. Okay. Let me just say something.
Can we just
okay,
talk?
Can
we talk?
Can we talk? for a
Wait, give me
second?
some wine. Let's.
Yeah. This is to Hillary.
This is to Hillary.
I don't care. Shoot.
I admire everything she's withstood. She gets, she gets knocked down and she gets up every day and she's dedicated her life to public service. And I remember David Damian is actually the reason why I'm even an activist. He introduced me to this world. And I asked you, I said, why would people want to be a politician? Like, I didn't even understand that.
Well, I
It was
always
like 20
quote you
years
all the
ago.
time.
And you said, some people choose to dedicate their life to public service.
Right. And the other thing that you say is that you would never run for office, and I'm going to hold you to that. You would never run for office, and that you think you have more power as a citizen, as a
Yeah.
global citizen
Yeah.
of the world and of the United States or wherever country you're
The
from.
most powerful person in the process of our civic duty, in the process of this political drama that we're going through, of the political system of our government, is the citizen. Because if you have $1 billion or if you have $1, your vote counts the same.
Right.
And so I really believe that sometimes as a politician, your hands get tied, and so I'd rather stay a citizen and help in that domain.
Well, let me just get back to Hillary Clinton. You know, I had a cough. I had a cough, and it was cough, and then I went to the doctor and I had pneumonia. I didn't even know I had pneumonia.
You didn't even know.
And I was feeling like I was going to faint. But I snapped out of it, and it took me a while to get over the cough. But people are making a bigger deal than this really is.
Yeah,
And
as
I think,
as opposed to showcasing her work ethic. I mean, she's literally willing to power through anything for
Yeah.
this country, and I think that should be applauded, not torn apart.
what do you feel is your greatest accomplishment?
My master's degree.
Tell us about that. I think everybody knows, but tell us again.
I don't think many people know.
Oh,
I got my master's degree when I was doing Desperate Housewives, and I would be on the set of Desperate Housewives, and then I would drive to night school at Northridge. And I would do it like 2 or 3 times a night, depending on the semester. And then I wrote my thesis, which was about Latinas in STEM fields. And it was a 3-year process, and it was so hard. I was like, why did I do this? And I remember crying, and I was like, it's too hard. And I remember getting through it. But it was the most rewarding experience, because the student you are at 40, which I was, is not the student you are at 18.
No.
You know what I mean? So I was like, why wasn't I paying attention when I was 18? Now I got to relearn everything.
And I remember you telling me that you were meeting a lot of the civil rights icons that
Yeah.
and through the work that you were doing in the farm worker movement and this immigration
And Martin Luther King.
And Martin Luther King.
I met a lot of people who marched with Martin Luther King. We had an amazing reverend come and speak to us at our school. And he said the only way we can change policy is civil disobedience.
right.
But he's like, there's no politician that's going to change it for us. So marching in the streets, peaceful protests, that's how things get changed.
That's
California today,
Yes,
we had
the governor signed the overtime bill for farm workers.
farm
let's-
workers.
And we're drinking Union wine. Thank you.
Thank
Union
you.
wine. Yeah, well, Jimmy too.
Salud, Jimmy.
Yeah. And so, Golly, Eva, tell us. We're almost out of time. So tell us your social media handles.
At Eva Longoria for Instagram, at Eva Longoria for Twitter, Eva Longoria for Facebook, and then it's real Eva Longoria for Snapchat, which
Snapchat.
is really fun. How funny am I?
And the other thing too that she didn't, but you go to thelimited.com, and then there's actually something you can click on for Eva Longoria, and it has this whole section for Eva. You want to take some more questions?
No, I was just reading them. God,
Katie Waters.
I need glasses.
Me too. Well, I have mine right here. Let me see.
What's your favorite food you cooked? Mexican, Camille.
Okay.
Oh, it was an honor meeting you at Houston. I was just in Houston at the Galleria, which we used to.
I saw that.
We used to drive to Houston when I was little for vacation. That was
It's all
our
hot and everything.
I know.
But I
I'm
love
like,
Houston.
wow.
Hi, Houston.
And it was like going back memory lane, being in Houston again for the limited. So thanks to you guys.
Well,
For
in high
coming
school, they
out.
said, "Where did you go for vacation?" We said, "Oh, we'd make something up. We were working in the fields." So I didn't want to tell everybody, but that's what we were doing.
That's what we
now
were
I don't care.
doing.
So Javier, do you miss Gabby?
I miss Gabby so much. I miss being her and playing her and saying her words. I didn't realize how much I was going to miss her, and I didn't realize
Gabby from Desperate Housewives.
Gabby Solis. I didn't realize what a groundbreaking role it
Oh,
was
yeah,
at
it
the
was.
time. It was an affluent Latino
Yeah.
family. They were the richest ones on the block. She had a white gardener,
That's true. Cheers.
which was
Cheers.
groundbreaking for television. But yeah, I
That was
love
the writing of Mark Cherry.
Mark Cherry.
And my husband Jimmy, they were childhood
Jimmy knows.
friends.
I know.
Yes.
Jimmy knows Mark Cherry.
Yeah.
I gotta call you back, Mark. I know.
I
He
know.
called me.
So, Eva, we're almost out of time. Or do you want to talk a little bit more? What do you
What
want?
do you want to do? I need you to eat some soup.
Well, I'll eat some soup, but let's have a shot of tequila. Look at this big bottle of tequila here.
God, isn't that beautiful?
Ta-da! And here's the tequila. This is to everybody out there. And is that Jinxie
Popeye,
barking?
that's Popeye, because I
Popeye?
have Popeye and Olivia, Popeye and Olive, and then we have Jinxie.
And congratulations on your new marriage.
Thank you.
And you know what, everybody? Not many of you know, but Eva's actually my comadre. She was the best woman at my wedding with my husband, Jimmy. Come in here, Jimmy, real quick.
Jimmy!
Let's do a toast together, since we're all here.
Hi, everybody.
There's Jimmy.
Cheers, cheers.
Cheers.
God bless
my
you, everybody.
tequila.
And you know what? I always sign off by telling everybody, a dream is only a dream. Without an action plan, it's only a dream. You have to create an action plan if you want to get anything done in life. Ask her. She knows what she's talking about. Thank you guys for watching. We truly, truly appreciate it. Bye.
Bye, guys.